I don't know how many times a client comes to us and they've started an investment portfolio and they've done a pretty good job. They might have bought 2 properties, but they're at capacity. They're locked up, and you have a conversation with these brokers. I don't think there's not really bad mortgage brokers. It's a really good industry, but there's specializations, and sometimes you talk to some of these clients and you go, well, what did you tell your broker? What was the goal? I told them I wanted to get to $100,000 in, cash flow through property. And they just, in their mind, the broker probably thought, well, they can't borrow, they can't do this, can't do that. So they've capped them out and there's not a plan. I think the question to ask a mortgage broker is, do you deal with this type of thing a lot? If I want to build if I want to buy 4 properties this year, what would the process be? What's the strategy? And if there isn't a yes and what I mean by a yes and is if I buy this property today, what can I do tomorrow? If there's no answer to that, you're probably in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Right. That's an easy question to ask. Right.
And look, if we had $1 for every time someone came to us,
Yeah.
and they've been with that, again, we're not talking about. I don't think there's brokers out there who are malicious.
Not at all.
They're just this isn't the pool that they play in.
You're correct.
So yeah, look, it is going to be important, and we're not doing this just because we have nothing to do with our time. We've got families at home, but we actually really want to help people, and I think that's really the heart of this. So stay tuned is what we'd say to everyone listening. Follow social media, jump on board with that, but also give us a call. You can follow through to Source Financial, and book in a 15-minute strategy, and in 15 minutes we can do a lot. We can give a lot of answers. So we'd love to be able to help with all that kind of thing. So now into probably another important thing, a part of building team is we're trying to build a team here too. Firstly, we have TGM Accounting on board. How about you explain them, because they are sponsors of this program?
Yes. Source Financial is the brokerage that sponsors this program, and TGM Accounting. I started TGM Accounting with my business partner. I think we're at 2 years ago now, and the purpose of that was to have accountants that aligned with property investing strategies, but also could help business owners. Right. So we get a lot of business clients where you get a person's tax return, they say, I earned $800,000 this year, and you look at their tax return, their financials, you're like, oh, you earned negative $100,000. So it was always about strategy from investing and strategy from an accounting point of view, and that being aligned so there could be a pathway forward for that. A tax and lending just don't align naturally. An accountant wants to reduce your taxable income. Brokers, we want your taxable income up so you can actually borrow money. And often that doesn't align. So we went out of our way to do those things so there could be some alignment. Because that's sometimes how many times I saw a trust deed or financials, and you'd have a conversation with an accountant and there's no partnership. So that was a big thing. We didn't find too much of that. So for us, it was, well, let's just start one ourselves. I've got the right people around that I already talked to, and here we are.
And the advertisement really is the fruit of what they're doing. They're kicking goals for their clients. So, look, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor TGM. We also want to give a shout out to who we want to be sponsored by, the old Dr. Pepper.
That's right.
And that's very. Now, we're not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but
we are not.
We'd like to be. So if you're out there, Dr. Pepper, and you're listening to this podcast, which is probably a good one in a million, but there's still a chance.
We're your boys.
We want to hear from you.
And we're multi-generational. My son had a sip of Dr. Pepper and he loves it. He always asks for it. The answer's no, because we're good parents, but